All right.
All right, you wanna know what we're doing today? We are
You what?
ringing and rinsing.
Oh, am I? Yes.
We're ringing and rinsing today. Ringing and rinsing. Yes. Wringing out a towel, which will be your ribs, and then rinsing the ball and sockets, high and low, shoulders, ribs. So very familiar stuff that we do, but just pulling it all together, and we got 1 whole minute. So what can we do in that 1 minute?
Tell us how your vacation
It was fun. It was great. I got all of my girls, which is harder to come by these days. Five daughters. You didn't know that about her, did you?
One set of twins, right?
One set of twins. I always make myself feel better.
And she's 25 years old too.
And how could that be? I'm 25. Yeah, so 5 girls, and they're, some are out working and finishing college, one's in the military, so it's very hard to like get them all.
Yeah.
It all worked around the one daughter who's in the military and she had a week off, so I was like, grab her, and then it was New Jersey week, they get the 2 days off, so that was my little ones, we had those 2, and then we just started picking the other ones. And then we got them all. And we went over a weekend, so they only had to miss a couple of days of work. Yeah, that was good, but it was my 50th birthday present. That was, I turned 50 in September. And my husband, what do you want, a party? I'm like, nope, I want a vacation with my girls, because I kind of didn't have that this past summer because they just didn't happen. So I'm like, oh, this is a sign of things to come. So
I
I'm
just wanna know that was the most depressing experience.
Well,
All 50, even all my children are much older than you.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Well-
only exactly 20 years older than me. So
Oh,
I feel so
Right. Right, well, I'm feeling like young-ish.
Sure.
certainly you are young.
I say that in the age, it's just a number.
It's just
Yeah,
a number.
totally. You
But
just
then
gotta- So that was my week. We just ran, like, when we were little, when they were little, we would do like this, the little rides, but they still wanted to do the little rides, so we do all the little rides, we do all the medium rides, we do all the big rides, so I was exhausted, like, cause we just ran the whole time. But fabulous, yeah, yeah, it was very good. Now we'll start. So you missed it. We're ringing and rinsing.
What?
Ringing.
Ringing and rinsing?
Yeah, so when you think ringing, wringing out the towel, so that's gonna be through the thoracic spine, and the rinsing is gonna happen in your ball and socket joints, your shoulders, and your hips. So this is very familiar stuff that we do. We're just gonna get into the ring and then the rinse around it. So before all of that, posture. Oh, there's my hair tie. Don't go far with that. Head back, shoulders, sacrum. Just let your hands rest wherever they do, but just begin to notice now the breath that you showed up with. 2 things we can think about. Increasing its capacity, so put one hand on the belly. It's there all the time. Let it out. Move that hand from the belly to the rib cage. So now you just invited it a little bit higher. See if it can keep it there the whole time. And then one more time to the chest. So we're just elevating the breath. It can go anywhere. High, low, front, back. So 360 the breath, right? Think about spiraling the breath out. Shh. It's my computer. Exhale, bring your hands down. If I can use that. Here we go. Cats and cows, very familiar. Inhale, fill up and lift the breath all the way up to the collarbones. And then exhale, flush it out. Inhale. Flush it. Gather it all the way up. Exhale. So we're just grabbing that breath in, pulling it into the body. And then lingering as you sit back till it's all out. So 2 more, knowing that we'll come back to this and I'll change it up. Always welcome to stay just in this action in the forward and in the back. Exhale, all the breath out. Now find your center. Reestablish posture. We'll bring the arms up. Goalpost the arms, exhale. Now hold the goalpost. From your rib cage, glide. So this is the first ringing out action. Doesn't matter which way you go, just let the breath take you one way. Rebound to your center and then travel the other way, exhale. Let's do that a couple more times. While you do this, get on your feet. Even though we're sitting in the chair, the feet are integral in holding your posture, feeling energy there as you're moving in your thoracic spine. We'll go one more time each way. Your exhale is taking you into that end range. Empty your breath, move all the way around. Find your center, inhale, bring those hands in, lift up the shoulders, and then drop them. So just even in that short time, one more like that, your shoulders are beginning to build up energy by holding them in that goalpost shape. One more here, and then let it out. Your hands will rest, you'll tuck your chin. Now, just here, feeling the muscles along the back of your neck lengthen. The left ear goes up as that right ear goes down. So all we're inviting is the side neck stretch. Look a little bit away from there, and this is lovely. Deep breath in. Breathe out. One more like that, knowing we're coming back to this. I'll always invite more. So just feeling it here at the very beginning. We'll lower that chin down towards your center, and then we just switch. Opposite ear up, the other one is down, and just take a moment to feel. In and fully out. Come on back down to center. Let your chin float up, so now it's parallel, and now look over one shoulder. Does not matter which way you go first. Inhale, center it. Travel the other way, exhale all of the front out. And then we're back to center. Lift up those shoulders, drop them out. One more like that, inhale, lift up, and drop. Let's get the hamstrings some stretch. So think about one leg, doesn't matter which one, going towards straight. So the opposite leg is your platform. You're feeling that foot as we bring it in, and know that yes, we often will come here many times throughout our class. Now, I like the number 6 out of 10. What does that mean? That means that you feel it enough. You have more space to travel into, that you are not jumping into that 10 out of 10 feeling. Breathe here for a moment. Whatever is in there, fully empty it out. And now make room for another one in behind it. Exhale that one out just the same. Now leave from here, tuck the chin, tiptoe the spine back to upright. Switch it, slide in, and then the other one goes away. So taking your time, same idea, go ahead. Feeling it enough. So the one element of that does not ever get stuck is the breath. So no matter where we go, oftentimes we're going into a big stretch of the body, particularly in a hamstring. The breath gets lost. So stay with it here. In and fully out. Feel the breath into your ribs, all the way up into the chest, front and back body. Slowly we'll lift off from where you landed, tiptoe it up. Once you're upright, do a little shimmy in your shoulders, noticing where it often gets stuck. Reset posture, head, shoulders, sacrum. Now we'll lift those arms up. Before we take the goalpost, just lean and tip one way. Just get the side body a little opening. Inhale, travel right back up, and then see how far you can go the opposite way. Less is always more, know that. Center it. Hug the shoulder blades together with goalpost. Now we're going to reset. Feet are down. Sit up as tall as you can. Exhale and rotate. This is what we did the last time. Stay in the rotation, whatever way you went, and then expand those arms to open. Now when you leave, you softly bend back into the elbows. Find your center, and now we inhale. Exhale the other way, rotate. Once you're at that end range, inhale and expand the arms as an add-on. When you leave, it's a soft bend of the elbows. You travel right back. Let's go again a couple more times. It's your breath moving you. Never feeling hurried or rushed. Open and expand on the inhale. Softly exhale, rebound it back, and then one more. Follow the breath. Exhale into that rotation first. Hang on there. If you like it, expand the arms. Rebend, travel back. Bring the arms down, lift up those shoulders. Drop them. Cat-cows, here we go, fill it. all of it out. So this is the same. You know, I'm gonna add those circles in the ribs, begin to find, this is where we bring it out, right? In the center of your rib cage. It's a gliding there. Keep the cat-cow action going. Shoulders gliding together and spreading apart, and noticing how long it takes for you to fully empty this round of breath. Linger in your out, really noticing, yep, a little bit longer. Now we're gonna travel in those circles both ways. So no, if the option is stay with the forward back, always okay to stick with that. Our really full breath in. And a slow, deliberate out. We'll come back around to where you're even, reestablish your center. Tuck the chin. One ear up, one ear down. We've been here before. So not mattering which way you travel to first. All we've invited is one ear lower as the other ear elevates. Now, whatever side the ear has elevated, we're going to get into that idea of a rinse. So start with a shorter lever arm, or just let that arm roll up, back, and down. That's a nice way to begin it. It's a backstroke, right? We're just lifting, rolling, and dropping, and this is lovely, right? Not needing to move anywhere but from right here. To make it a shorter lever arm, bend at the elbow, fingertips hold on to the top of your shoulder, and now that's more. Take a few breaths getting into that, feeling it. With a look away, you're working in the ball and socket joint. You're rinsing the capsule of your shoulder, right? That ball and socket. You're replenishing the synovial fluid. Keep it like this. Longer lever arm, if you are ready for it, go ahead and explore it. It's no flinging limbs. It's a inhale. Rinse it out, exhale. Breathe it in, fill it up. Let it out, exhale. Any of the ways. We're here for 2 more breaths, whether you have the shorter lever arm, the longer lever arm, or the shrug of the shoulder back. We'll all meet at our midline. Both hands come down softly and you tuck your chin to chest. Take a moment at your center before you take it to the other side. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Sweep it over, opposite ear up and down, and just hang on there for just a moment. We're adding layers very slowly. Lift, roll, shrug, drop, right? Just a roll of that shoulder up, back, and down. Adding your layers. Bend the elbow. Have a few breaths, right? Getting into it. And the shorter lever is where you want to stay. Perfect. No, the longer lever arm is there for you. One side of your body, it may treat you differently. Breathe. Here it is. Fill it, grab that breath in, and then let it all out. Fully flush it. We're working in that whole entirety of the shoulder complex as you look away from your circles, upper trap. The ball and socket joint rotating. The ribs below it also feeling. One more. Come on back to where you're level, palms down, tuck your chin, take a moment, feel your breath. Elevate back to your posture, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Now I'm just going to have you put your 2 fists between your knees just to get this idea of these knees are going to stay in line, and I'm going to cue the squeezing. So you can just pull your knees into your fists. I'm going to take the fists away in a minute, but I do want this idea of the knees hugging this imaginary fist when we extend one leg out to straight. So keep that idea as if the fists are there, but bring your hands to your hips. Now check into posture. Imagine the fists are there. Take a deep breath in. Give the fists a little squeeze with your inner knees and kick your right leg to straight. Inhale. Left. Inhale. Right. Exhale. Be there till you're empty. Rebound it, fill it, exhale, and go. Rebound it, inhale, exhale, and rebound. One more, I'm going to add on, exhale. So we can stay working right here just with the legs. Crisscross your arms. It's going to be a ring and then extension. So here we go, breathe in. Rotate to the left, just like we did with our goalpost, but the arms are hugging. So we're rotating to left and then kick that right leg to straight as if the fists were there. Lower, Rebound, inhale. Exhale, rotate. First half of the exhale, bottom half is the kick. Rebound it, fill it, prepare the breath. Exhale, rotate, and then extend. So I'm thinking you're gonna move away from that extended leg. A few more, feel your feet firm. Exhale from that foot, pushing down into the floor. You squeeze your imaginary fists and you extend the leg. One more time each way. Exhale, rotate and kick. And the last one here, deepest now, fill it all the way up. Exhale, float it all out. Bring it on back. Release the arms down, lift up the shoulders and drop them. Do that one more time. And now let's get into the hamstring. So one leg doesn't matter. So this will be different. So we come in, same as last time. You can rock that foot in and out while you're in, and you can get into all of those different sticky stuck spaces that you have. So you can keep it just like you did last time, or begin to navigate, right? Oh, I have a lot there. Wow, there's even more on that side. To hold it in one particular place, or do this continual roll in and out. It's never wrong, know that. Where's your breath? Taking care of where you are, never just moving the body. What we primarily do in this practice is breathe, and then I offer you some movement with that breath. All right, if you are floating that foot back and forth, quiet that first, and then lift the chest wall, tiptoe it up. Slide in before you take that to the other side, lift the shoulders, drop them. All right, switch it out. Okay, same things. You can get in there and move it about, or it's quiet stillness. Taking your time, and yes, you feel it plenty, plenty, plenty. Breathe. Always say, oh, I can stay on one particular spot a little bit longer because there's just more energy there. It takes a little bit longer to disperse. And gently lift them up. Slowly, steady, our eyes up, slide in, roll out, take care of wherever it finds its way, where it gets stuck. So let's get into the rotation in our hips. So right side, we'll work the hip flexion just to kind of get the hip moving. Up and down is nice. Once you get it up, out and in. So to combine that, the up, down, out, in is more of like a up, down, out, in, making it a circle. Oh, breathe. So there's a lot of stuff that gets stuck in the hip. We are saturating the capsule of this ball and socket. We're doing this in both directions, up, around, and down. Then we land the foot, outside blade of the foot on the ground. Just get the heel of your hand pushing towards the knee, any line, all sorts of stuff in there. Breathe, right? And stay working right here. And you can lift that ankle a little higher to that figure 4. You can still work here, like, you know, massaging the outside of the thigh. I'm going to invite in this idea of ringing the body with whatever knee is on top. Whatever one you went with, take the opposite arm up. That's an inhale. We're diving down, threading through as you exhale. You go out, inhale, open it up. Exhale. Put a little bit of wringing out of your body. We'll do that a couple of times. Open it, expand it, exhale, thread it under. And then we'll take it out one more time. And always welcome, if I invite you to come in for the hold that you would prefer to repeat that in and out, you can. If you took this fold, keep allowing that outer shoulder to reach as far forward. And then you might hinge forward so you're not only in the hip on the top leg, but the shoulder on the opposite side. So it's really truly bringing out your body. Now, wherever you are, make sure you're breathing deeply and relax your chin to chest. And know that where I offer you to go, it's always just enough. We'll take one more breath wherever your here is. If you stayed in that little thread through, bring it all the way out and all the way up. Inhale. And then take that arm and thread it around the small of your back. And then snake it over towards the opposite side, and then let that ear, same side as that arm rolling around, just drop that ear up as the other one floats down, and maybe even a little bit of a look down. Huge breath there. And then when you're ready to leave, just slide that arm back around, bring your gaze back to center, and then just circle in your rib cage here before you let that go. Really just disperse, right? Often energy gets stuck somewhere. Here you have an opportunity to get in there and dissolve it. And whatever which way you're going, opposite path, rib cage leading the way here, right? Your shoulders following, really working in that lower back musculature. Alrighty. When you leave, hold on to your heel, hold on to your outer thigh, lift your baby, and give it a little rock out. And you're gonna let this foot lower with the slowest of descents. Once it's down, give it a little shake out, and then we do all of the same things, switching sides. So it's an up, down, hip flexion, breathe, open mouth. Once it's up, two particular places, out, in, right? And then you can combine that for that full, and one side of your body just maybe not ready for the circles yet, so remember, just go with it. Option is to stay with the in, out, up, down. We're just trying to get some mobilization in the hip. Always both ways. Always breath, right? Feeling this replenishing nature of that rotation, getting the synovial fluid going. Outside blade of the foot, settle it out. Heel of the hand towards the knee, right? Never ever pushing on the knee. The knee's got all sorts of tiny little ligaments and tendons attached, but the musculature above it can take it. All right, stay right here. Lovely. Ankle to thigh, hold, breathe here. So options are to stay just as you are. Opposite arm as the knee that is high, here it is. Inhale up. Empty down through. Inhale. Empty it. All of the breath out. Find a way in. Moving between those two. Always welcome to stay with that in and out, or get in for the hold if you like. If you're in for the hold, maybe you hinge forward. It's not wrong. You can always stay with movement or get in for quiet stillness. Make it just right in your body, and breath will let you know. If you did hold it in there, we unwrap it first. Inhale. Now take that top arm around to the small of your back, somewhere, or maybe even towards that opposite hip. Drop the ear up, down, getting into the upper trap, a little bit of a look down. Huge breath in there. Maybe even a little bit of a look away. Soften the shoulders. Deepest breath is now. Tuck your chin. Unwrap the arm. Circle it out. Ribs. Just kind of disperse. Where is it? Sticky step. Take a few one way. Travel the other way. We're unweighting, so hold on, support, lift, and give it a little rock out, and then gently bring it down, give it a little shake out there, and then get this some space between your feet for this goddess stance, palms to thighs. So often we do a back stroke because our shoulders are forward. We're going to do a front stroke, and that's going to tap into this QL low back musculature. So sit up tall, feel your breath. I'm going to say my left hand's going to reach back. The left arm's going to reach up. And from the up, the left arm reaches across your body and down. And then we repeat it. So it has to go back. You can follow it with your gaze up and then reach, cross, and down. So the intent is to capture that low back musculature. So it's the reach that gives you that breath. Here we go. Exhale. Reach. One more this way. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale. Back to center. Doing that the other way, but first, Roll and dip it. Another great way to get into that low back musculature. Add a circle here, so it's a roll, dip, sweep, or just work in that roll and dip in and out, whatever you like, whatever feels lovely, you're in it. Oh, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, whatever which way you're floating or circling, there have make sure you're even in your body, and then we reset posture, shoulders head back. Switch. Here we go. Reach, switching arms. Reach, back, up, across. Empty the breath. And then we go again. Inhale, reach, lift, reach, open, exhale. Really get into that low back musculature. It's up and then it's across. So we're trying to stay as upright as we can and just let the arm do the reaching, the low back getting open. One more. Reach it, and then here we go, back to center, hold, roll and dip, sweep it through, feel it out, whatever's working for you, it's unique to you, add any other moves that feel lovely, circling both ways, and then we'll come back around to where we're even, take a breath in, let it out, all right, one more, let it out. Options, legs stay as they are, or we're going to bring one leg out to straight. So think about it. If you choose to bring one leg out to the side, I want you to feel like you're stepping on that foot that you just extended out to the side. So look at your foot, and if you can't feel like you're stepping on it, bring it back in. Now the one that's not extended, that knee is bent, let's just get some heel bops going on there. Now once you're doing that, hands on hips, check into posture. Stay right here. Nothing else needs to be added. Do we goalpost? Hug the shoulder blades. Deep its breath. In, fully out. So we're going to hug the elbow on the bent knee side and extend the opposite arm to straight. And then we reestablish. And then we go away from the bent knee. So the heel on that bent knee can heel back, or just lift it up, or just let it be down. But you are gliding along an imaginary wall behind you with what? Breath. Exhale and let it take you. Inhale, midline. Exhale and empty it. We'll reestablish our goal post. Lower the heel if lifted. Take a huge breath here. Rotate, doesn't matter which way. Exhale your breath. Rebound it. Bring it out, exhale the other way. Bring it back one more time each way. It is your breath, don't just move, empty. Inhale, last time, exhale and go. Rebound it, hands in, lift shoulders, drop. One more, in and drop. Now, whatever leg is extended, put your hands on that leg and assist it in. And then we switch it out. So opposite leg goes out to straight. Check into posture. Hold on to your hips, head back, shoulders over hips. The knee that's bent, that foot can be quiet, or you can get into some heel bops on that foot, whatever you want here. Breathing, nothing else. Maybe this is where you're staying. The foot that's extended, that foot is firm as if you were standing on your feet in the middle of the room. Get the feedback from the floor. Goalpost, here we go. Your wall is behind you. Towards the bent knee, exhale and empty your breath. Empty it. Come back, fill it again. Other way, all of the breath leaves, all of it. Rebound it, inhale more. Linger in your out. It really takes a long time. You're back to center. One more deep breath. Empty it out. Exhale. Rebalance. Reset. Feet down. Rotate, exhale. Doesn't matter which way you go. It's your axis. Moving with it. Exhale and 2 more. In your own time and in your own range. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. Rebound it. In. Lift up. Drop. Extended leg. Give it a little assistance in. Establish the posture, feet, A little bit of shimmy in your ribs, doesn't matter where you go, can be bigger in the shoulders, more cat-cow, less ribs, or more in the ribs, just kind of moving about. We'll bring those feet together, heel toe. Now, feel your feet. We're going to stand in a moment, but just get them ready. So toes down, heels up, heels down, toes up. Know that we're going to be working the feet when we stand, so just kind of waking them up and getting them ready for it. We'll bring the feet down, all four corners, push and lift, and we'll come on up. So we'll come on around to the back of our chair. I'm just going to turn mine sideways, so don't. My recording speak. So you're just gonna stand right behind your chair. All right, standing on, let's get right, same action, exact. Toes and heels. Chair is there. Maybe you don't need the chair. Holding on to the hips. Lean into the big toe mounds. If you get those heels up, maybe hover there a moment, and then you just put it down, you go right back to it. So the challenge is, can I lean into those big toe mounds, hover there a moment. Arms up, that's more, know it, head back, breathing in. Hover, when it's time, you would bring those heels down, it's okay, but and then you bring them right back up. Glutes on, engage them. Don't let the breath get stuck. We'll lower everything, heels and arms, and then release what you don't need. So we're gonna load both feet, goalpost. So we're standing tall on both feet, engage the glutes, so the pelvis is not moving anywhere. Imagine as we were sitting, we had that imaginary fist between our knees. We want to keep the glutes on, hips forward, rotate, and I don't mind which way you go. Keep the hips forward, don't let the hips go. Rebound it. Exhale. You're rotating on your axis. Rotating in that rib cage, try to keep those hips quiet. One more, rotate as you empty. Bring it on back, bring your palms in, lift those shoulders. Drop them. One more like that, inhale. And drop. All right, so turn sideways. One leg stabilizing you, the other one's gonna be moving. So let's work on one-legged mountains. The inside leg is your stabilizer. This is something we do on the regular, up and down. I'm just gonna change where we're going. So this is maybe where you work. You're lifting and lowering. I'm holding on to my outside hip for stabilization. We want to rinse our ball and socket joint. So we bring the knee up, and then we go, oh, can I circle it around one way? And circle it around the other way, and then tap the toe box down. So it's 1 and 1. Up, rinse it, rinse it. Down, breathe. Check into posture, head back, over shoulders, shoulders over hips. One more time. We're rinsing synovial fluid over that joint every time you make this action. Bring everything down and disperse. So there's a lot of energy in the one that was moving and the one that was holding. So we're just going to change it up. Turn the other way. Now we're just switching the legs, switching the mobilizer and shifting the stabilizer. Inside is your stabilizer, outside mobilizer. So get your posture right, lift the knee, here we go. Working the up and down, or when you bring it up, you circle it one way, you circle it the other way. Then you lower the toe box down. You repeat, bring it up, circle it. Breathe, circle it, bring it down, reset it, repeat, up, replenish it, rinse it, and down, everything down. Now disperse, both hips are like, whoop, one was holding you, one was mobilizing you. Come back to the first side. So turn around to the first direction. So now we've changed again, the inside leg stabilizer, holding you. Outside legs mover, but in a different way. So we lift the heel to prepare and pull down to the outside hip. Check into posture. Slide the toe box back. Agility and buoyancy in your toe box. Push off the toes and come right back from where you started. Do it again. Slide back. Push. Slide back. So we're working mobility on the outside leg, Stability on the inside, I'm going to add, okay? Step together, knee up. Rinse it one way. Rinse it the other way. Toe box down. Prepare, slide back. Push, rebound. Lift, rinse. So now you're holding the chair. Consider letting go. Hold on to your hips. Be in no hurry. We've already brain mapped this, right? Now you're practicing breath with the movement. Nothing is rushed. Feeling everything. So this is going to feel a lot very shortly, if not already, on your stabilizing ankle, outer hip. That is by design. We're working strength and stability there. One more breath. Everything comes down. And do your dance. Shimmy wherever you need to let it go. So a lot of demand on the stabilizer, but also the mobilizers, just getting some heat. Change it up. Turn, facing the other way. So now just changing legs. First thing we're going to do, posture. Outside leg is the mover. Lift only the heel, prepare. Slide back. Grab the toes or your buoyancy, toes or your mover. Push together. Heel stays off the floor. Knee up. Rinse it. Change direction. Now the chair is there. Keep your hand there. Challenge that stability. Hold on to both hips. Maybe, if you're ready for it. Any part of this gets taken away. You can just work the knee up, slide back if you don't want to work that circle in the hip. Feel how your feet are the gateway to your mobility. Toes go down, immediately bring you back to the top. One more time, all of the ways. Are you breathing? Yes. Open the mouth, out with what you don't need. Both feet come down when you're ready. Do your disperse, shoulders, hips. Let's take a down dog. So if you're close to those tables, just push your chair forward. If you're good where you are, walk your hands to the top of the seat. Walk your feet back till you feel this stretch to your entire posterior. Now, if I have you in down dog longer than you like today, just bend your knees and walk your feet back towards the chair. In down dog, we got some places we can travel. Look at your feet and just pedal out your heels. Maybe work a heel bop here with your down dog, feet together. Lovely. Keep that going. Widen your stance, maybe for a straddle. Include some side lunges with triple flexion, hinging at your hip, bending your knee. Ankle has flexion on one side, and when you do that triple flexion, the opposite leg goes toward straight. So there's many options. Only you know where you feel stuck or sticky. I'm inviting you these next few rounds of breath to get into all of that. If you are moving in that straddle, a couple more rounds of breath bring you to quiet stillness. Walk the feet back together if you did walk them apart, and with a bend in your knee, walk in towards that chair. Once you are upright, roll out the shoulders, roll out the hips, and then we'll do one more stretch standing. So we'll turn sideways again, doesn't matter which way you turn. But stagger step your feet, one forward and one back. So the feet are on separate rails maybe. Take the back leg and maybe step it behind the front leg. So now it's more like a tightrope that you're holding onto the chair. The outside hand is on your hip. The outside hand might reach up. And the outside hand might reach into the center of the circle. Just get this whole side seam stretch. Drop your ear towards the chair and breathe in there. Opening up your rib cage like an accordion, right? All of those bones in your ribs separating. We'll lift up. We'll drift that arm down. And then we step our feet together. And then just either stay, oh, let's turn the other way so that way we can get that leaning into the center of the circle. So we're gonna turn around, front, we'll bring that back leg, the outside leg back as the front leg stays forward. And feet on separate rails, and then you think, can I get them more like a tightrope? You bring that stagger step, make sure you have equal weight distribution in both of your feet, standing tall. Outside arm reaches out and lifts up. And then you're arcing it over, right? So revisiting this idea of opening up your rib cage, expansion there, huge breath in there. And then drop your ear that's closest to the chair. Huge inhale, fill it. Out, all of it out, all of it out. We'll lift up, both arms down, step your feet together. Do what you need to do, and then slide your chair back. If you just slide it into the center of the circle, we'll come back to the chair. Weaving through all of our shapes and poses one more time, just to see if we can add on a little bit more. So come on around to the seat, reestablish posture, right? Equal weight distribution in both of your feet. Roll those shoulders a couple of times up, back and down. And once you have your posture right, you're feeling this imaginary wall behind you. Take a deep breath in there. Look over your left shoulder as you empty out your breath. Rebound it. Switch, exhale, all of the breath. Rebound it, inhale. Tuck your chin. One ear up, one ear down, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which way. Once that ear is elevated, a little bit of a look down, lovely. Add the arm to reach. Add a little arc if you like it. And then there's a circle back. It's a rinsing out. You can stay with the longer lever. If last time you had the shorter lever, you're going back there. And you know the first option I gave was this lovely just shrug of your shoulder back. Whatever you're breathing into, whatever the breath has made available to you, you're taking. Breathe in and then fully empty, that's all. We'll take 2 more breaths. And then we'll end up with this arm that's circling or sipping, stays back there, floated around to the small of your back, and then encourage it over towards the opposite hip. A little bit of a look down, breathing in there. Yeah, keep hugging the shoulder blades a little closer together at the back, just getting into the top of that shoulder complex. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, when you leave, gently tuck your chin, unwrap that arm, let it float to center, just lift up and drop. All right, let's try it on the other side. So we just tip one ear up, one ear down, switching sides. Now, stay just like that. The arm on the ear that's floating up towards the ceiling might add the full-on backstroke, short lever arm, or just rolling that shoulder back. Breathe in and breathe out. Noticing how long it takes this next breath, this one. It takes so much longer to fully empty. Work on that, full empty. And then we'll take that arm, just making a circle, slide it around to the small of your back. And as you let this ear continue to lower towards the shoulder and the other one up, do a slight look down and breathe. Hug those shoulder blades together back there. Another huge breath in. When you leave, tuck your chin, unfurl that arm. Let's find cats and cows. Gather it up. Empty it out. Add your ribs forward, in, all the way out. So stay with the forward back. Include the ribs and this round. Feet. Lift and lower the heels. Maybe a few heel bops, not necessary, but if they want to jump in there, go ahead. Intuitive, that's all. Breath in and breath out. Chip away, right? Every time you've been to a place before, this next breath, you're offering it to travel somewhere new. Now, go ahead and move both ways. Circle it out, fill it, empty. Breathe in and out. In and out. One more breath. And fully empty. Reestablish your center. Now, reestablish your center posture and then make those two fists right between your knees. You want to get this tactile cue, those knees squeezing this fist while we move into the next. Keep that like that. Goal post your arms. Inhale, rotate to the left, kick right, as if the fists were there. Rebound, center, rotate, kick. Breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. Then add your kick. I'm adding, rotate. Add your kick, and then expand the arms and add on. Everything off, bend the elbows, put down and rotate. Breathe in, rotate first, kick maybe, expand possibly. Everything off. And the layers you brought it in, practice a few more here. I may not cue you, but you're breathing and deciding your own path. Never just kicking a limb or opening and expanding. It's truly breath, finding this ringing out in your body. Last time, deep breath in, follow it out in any of the ways. Rebound it, bring it center, hands in, lift shoulders, and drop. One leg goes out, doesn't matter. So this will be different, or you can keep it the same. So slide on in to your hamstring stretch, keep it. Nothing else. Same side arm, elbow pull it. Open and expand it, easy. So you're kind of wringing out your body here. Keep it like that, or rinse that top arm in a circle. Up, around, not necessary. You might just want to feel the hamstring, but encourage more movement up the chain if that feels like a great idea. And then we'll take that arm that's circling and slide it around the small of your back, just like we did before. And whatever side the leg is straight, that ear goes up, and the opposite one goes down. Oh, breathe. And that's just an idea, not necessary. Both hands can drip down towards that straight leg. Breathe. Whatever you have will all meet in that fold, so let that arm drip back down and come into your forward fold. Deepest breath, feel it in, and let it out. Tiptoe your spine, wandering up ever so slowly. Once you're upright, slide in and do whatever you need to, knowing, yes, 2 legs. Let's see how the other one treats you. So first things first, option is to add nothing. Hamstring stretch all day long, nothing else changes. Breathe, only your breath decides to breathe, where you're going, what you like to keep, what you let go of. Leg is to straight, that elbow does a opening, elbow pull it, expand it, you like it, keep it like that. You always can take it away, add a circle, maybe. Don't just fling a limb, breathe in, and breathe out. That is all we are doing. You're deciding where it is you go. If you are circling the top arm, take it, snake it around the small of your back, just like we've been doing. Stay just like that. Whatever side that leg is straight, that ear lifts up, and the other one drops down. Breathe. Never get stuck. Pull in more, and send it all away. If you have that arm somewhere behind you, let's all meet. Both arms dripping down towards that straight leg. It's your breath. Don't let it get stuck. And then when you're ready to leave, slowly tiptoe it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Once you are upright, do whatever you need to. Slide in both feet, do a little shimmy in your ribs, shoulders dissolving. Heel toe the feet away, goddess. So heels are somewhere underneath your hip hinge, toes pointing out. Take a deep breath. This is where we're going to add the front stroke. So we reach the arm back. We lift up. So not letting the chest wall die, feel your imaginary wall behind you and then reach. And then you're back. Inhale. reach. Pull back. Reach. One more, pull back, wind it up, lift it up, and then exhale, reach. Both palms on thighs, little shimmy in your ribs, add shoulders to it, disperse. Know that whatever we do to one side of the body will make it even, so just take a few breaths to go both ways and then reset your posture. Keeping that upright posture, head pinned against that imaginary wall behind you, then we reach away. We lift up, and then it's a cross. And then you go again, lift up, reach, tap into that low back musculature. It's almost like a pull back when you reach across, pull against it, resisting that energy. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, and wash it away. We'll meet back to our posture. And then you got your palms on thighs, and you might roll and dip in and out this time. Or you know that full rotation is there for you. So get in there any of the ways. If you are circling, think you'll do maybe 3 or 4 in one direction. And then you change course and find it the same other way. And then you make your way back to where you are, level and even, reset that posture one more time. Legs can stay just like this or bring one leg out to straight. So consider you're standing on that foot and then the knee that's bent, we're working the heel bop on that side. We'll goalpost, hug the shoulder blades back, working breath. Foot can quiet at any time. Towards the bent knee, we glide that elbow down and you're leaning against a wall, feel it. And then you hit rewind and you reset. And then away from the bent knees, a hug of the elbow as you glide. And we're working the breath, here it is. Exhale and go. Take it in, fill it up. Empty it all out, fully empty. One more time each way. It's a full breath in and linger out fully. And then center in, hug those shoulder blades and exhale. Ready, back to center, hold. Inhale. Now this we're really feeling solid in our feet and it's through the rib cage. Rotate, exhale. Bring it back. Exhale. So you stay like this. I'm going to add those open arms. So first you get there with the shorter levers. Expand it if you like it. Everything off the same way, elbows bent, rotate. Take the breath in. Exhale and go. Open. Rebend. Center. Hold. Hands in. Lift up. And drop. Now, once you're at center, we bring our hands to that extended leg and you're assisting it back in. One breath in transition, switch it. So foot is planted like you are standing on your feet, you're getting information. The heel bop is there for you, you can add that. It's the breath, here we go, goalpost. Hug the shoulder blades again, this wall is behind you. We do a hug towards the bent knee. And we glide, just switching sides. Now we're breathing in, take more. Linger in the out, really getting spaces, right? So you're getting into the ribs, the low back, the shoulders, the upper trap. Breathe, fully empty, linger in it. Last time here, inhale. We'll tip back one more time. So slow, deliberate breath, taking you to it. And then we reestablish this midline. Stay right here. We're breathing in. Rotate. It does not matter which way you go. It is an exhale of your breath that takes you there. Stay here. On your next inhale, maybe expand the arms to straight. That is just a layer on. You leave in the same way. Bend, pause. Rotate, hold, inhale. Don't tip forward, keep the shoulders back. And now I'm inviting you just to kind of get in and out of those spaces with your own breath. So everyone will be moving at a different time. The option is to not extend those arms. You can stay with the goalpost, but feel your feet. You're standing on them, even though you're in a chair. Get the weight under them. One more breath in any of the ways that you're moving, just to make it even. And then we rebound and we're at center. Hold. Take a breath. Bring your hands in. Lift up the shoulders. Drop them. Extended leg. Assist with it in. All right, we'll heel toe the feet back in and then we land our hips. Another idea of rinsing it out. So we work it, hip flexion. Out and in. Layer it to that ball and socket, up, around, and down. So we did this standing, we did it before sitting, replenishing that synovial fluid. They'll go both ways. Now you got some options. The blade of the foot goes to the floor and you're working the connective tissue. Lovely. Figure 4 is available to you. You know you want to get in there. I did offer the thread of the needle, so we take the opposite arm up and down through. Now you like just to get in there for the hold. Amazing. You want to circle in the hold. I don't know. Don't be afraid to move or hold quiet stillness. It's never wrong, right? Know that. All I want you to do is identify where you're feeling sticky in there. Then go there. Breathe into it. Open the mouth and send it out. Now, if you're circling a little bit, quiet the body, unwrap that arm. If you did, unfurl it, lift it up, bring it around to the small of your back. Drop the ear away, stay there, breathe in, look down maybe. And then look down, slide the arms back around, keep that figure 4 if you have it, and circle your rib cage around it, right? So there's all sorts of things you're feeling. 3 and 3. 3 and 3, and then to leave gently on weight, give it a little shake out if needed, and then down and shake it out down there. We're just doing everything the same other side. So first posture, let it get set. Up, down, in, out. Get into the hip in any of the ways. You know, the circles are a lovely way to saturate. Don't force it if that's not a nice range this time around. Your body treat you differently every time you come to it. Figure 4, high or low. You want to thread through, opposite arm elevates, and then you down through. Hinge into that space. Circle the ribs a little bit there. Not necessary. You can just get in there for the hold. So just get curious. Do I move around a little bit here? Do I just get in there in quiet stillness? Never wrong, just breathe. All of the breath though, feel it. Fully empty. Now very slowly, if you did fold in half, elevate and lift up. Take that top arm around to the small of your back and drop your ear away from it. And this is lovely, and maybe a little bit of a look away. Deep breath in there. Stay here a little longer, knowing the next place I'll offer you to go is to let that arm come back around and just roll it out. Ribs, shoulders, just kind of move whatever you need out of the way. Whatever way you're moving, it's even in your body, right and left sides of circling both ways. And then we move back on weight. Give a little rock out maybe. Put it down, rock it out there. Sit up as tall as we can, shoulders will lift, roll and drop. Shoulders will lift and drop. One more, inhale, lift up, roll and drop them in the back, and then hinge forward, forearms to thighs, palms to join, tuck your chin to chest, and just take a few moments now of less of everything, muscular effort, movement in the body, for you just to practice the breathing. That's all. Fully in and out. In and out. Take one more here. Inhale. And when you are ready to leave, Tuck your chin, slowly tiptoe your spine backwards, upright, very slowly leaving from wherever it is you ended up. Once you are to upright, reset the posture. Head over shoulder, that's okay, it's like a booby trap. Head over shoulders, shoulders over sacrum, and then we tap back into that breath, one hand on belly, one hand on chest wall. So we know there may be times, particularly heading into our Thanksgiving weekend, that you might be short in your patience or your breath, depending on the company. Your hands can go to your body at any time, any day, to slow things down, to dissolve, or to disperse. So we'll practice one more breath, feeling it. So whatever's in there, let it out fully, empty it. And now fill. And empty. Namaste. Happy Thanksgiving. So we'll not be here next week. Right? We'll be fighting with the turkeys.
Yeah.
Plural, yes.
We all.
Yes, so we'll see you then the week after, and we'll all be then and quiet, and full of joy. Yes?
Absolutely.
All right, have a great week or two.